What is this place? Looks like this is the deepest part of the mine. We're at the end, but we never did come across another exit. What should we do now, Lloyd? Let's think about our options. Staying here won't do us any good. Our best option would be to retrace our steps back to the entrance. If our trip here was any indication, there shouldn't be any other traps in the tunnels. Too bad there's a lot about the situation we don't understand. In the end, what was the culprit trying to accomplish by causing a cave-in? Good question. At the very least, it doesn't seem to be connected to the phenomena we've observed inside. Could it perhaps have something to do with those people we saw at the doll studio? I don't deny there was something suspicious about them. Now that you mention it. Possible. The timing was pretty uncanny. I'd say it's more than possible. We can't say for sure though, we don't have an inkling what their motive might be. Good point. But if not them, who else could have done it? The trap was laid yesterday when the gate was destroyed and the SSS wasn't contacted until today. That leads me to believe this was a setup for us specifically. I hope I'm not overthinking it, or I hope I'm just overthinking it. What's wrong, Lloyd? Are you alright? I'm fine, let's pull back for now. If Gaunt's went to get us help, they may have already been waiting for us at the top. What's that over there? Above us, incoming! Yeah, we got a boss to fight, of course. What? What the heck? Yo, sick design. A monster? What is that thing? That's not just any monster, be on your guard. I can't move. What the? I feel so weak. The vibrations are sapping our strength. This is bad. Damn it. Ellie, Noelle, run for it. Yeah, they're kind of stuck. Don't say that. We would never. Not like they could if they would. Or not like they would if they could. Like they can't. Literally. Right, we all have to get out together. Is that Randy coming in clutch? What's up, Randy? No way. You're here. Oh, and the best boy, Zeit. And Zeit too. Nice timing, boys. We can talk later. Let's snuff this thing out. Strike it with everything we've got. Or you've got. On it. Ready. Target in sight. Encourage. Oh, I already have the strength up, but Randy and Ellie don't. Rude of the game to take Wazzy out. I would have liked them to give me a choice. But if I wanted to use Wazzy, game. Very rude of you. 39k, holy crap, you have a lot of HP. Earth is really good, so Noelle will be casting a lot of clicks. Why do you have so much HP? Oh dear. Bum. Oh no. This music is kind of fire though. It's a little risky. Just a little. Don't do that yet. Oh, burst is building up, burst is building up. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were going to use like an AoE move or a single attack. Now I know. I can't Holy Bullet. They made Holy Bullet expensive, but it is a really good skill. Because I don't remember it being this expensive in Zero. There you go, Lloyd. Oh, come on, crit. There's so much HP. You're so bulky. Now go for the, what's it called? The war cry. I also wish you had tier. I think Noelle has tier.
Thanks.
Oh, you can definitely benefit from a lower attack, for sure. Wasted a crit, but whatever. As long as Lloyd keeps getting damage, I could just Burning Heart for days. This did a lot last time. Although you are really low. But I did lower your strength. Oh, and you dodged somehow. Now you give Lloyd a... or Brandon, that's his name, you're Lloyd. Do that. This does mean you're gonna get fainted, but it's only for one turn? Yeah, it's still one turn. I wasn't sure if they nerfed it. Go for a Stone Spike, because it's weak, or it does a lot to it. It moves so slow. Alright, Ellie didn't get poisoned, which is good. That's a problem for Ellie, a little bit. Do this still. I'll have to use like Lloyd or Noelle's turn to heal Ellie though. I only have one of these. Yeah, because then we can use Bravehearts it's called? Yeah, Bravehearts. Noelle can build up CP, and we can use Bravehearts next turn. Or, like, when Lloyd or Noelle gets a turn after this turn of Noelle's. Got it under half. I honestly thought, looking at its HP, I was like, oh, maybe we're supposed to lose this, but nah, we're definitely not supposed to lose this, but it just has a lot of HP. You should encourage. Because I want the attack buff. Wazi's getting him. What's your support skill do? Wild Joker. Oh, it raises speed. So I advance. Oh, that's like Sherazard's ability, the Heaven's Kiss or whatever. That's a really good support skill. You go for Chaos Brand? You just use the Brave Hearts? $2,800. Randy still has one more turn with the attack buff. Oh, good delay, good delay. It's just too much to pass up on it. You get a lot of turns before this thing, though. Like, you can outspeed the Fairy Drake very easily, which is a good thing. Regular tier bomb on Noelle should be fine. Although I think Wazi's speed up kind of helped there. I think that's why we got a lot of turns on it. Attack. Oh, we got burst. Do I just go for the burst to finish it? I think I go burst here to finish it off. Too good to pass this up. It's over. There's no better way to finish off the Fairy Drake than with the Deadly Storm, especially with Randy because he came to save the day. Hey! I got a 7 rush, also 900 experience. Triple burst becomes triple piercer. Broad X2. Not bad. Oh, we got a range, which is kind of worthless, IMO. Not the most useful quartz. I guess it is extra space points, though. It vanished. What in the world was that? That was one hell of a monster. I thought survival training was rough. Well, whatever. Glad we pulled that one out. Words. You look like you barely broke a sweat. As rambunctious as ever. That was pretty impressive. I owe you one, Brandy. How'd you know we were here? They finally let me off the leash after I wrapped up my training, so I went straight back to the SSS building. And I heard you guys were on your way to Mainz. By the time I finally caught up, you were already neck deep in it down here. Yeah, talk about a lucky break. What about the cave-in at the entrance? The Mainz miners punched through a little while ago. Second they did, I made my way in and came running after you. The big guy here showing up as backup was a coincidence. Glad he did, though. Good boy, Zeit. Always full of surprises, isn't he? That's what makes him great. Thanks, Zeit. Remind me to pick up some meat for him later, or some Zeit treats. Hey, you guys okay? Gonson, the miners. Yo, appreciate the hand earlier. Thank the goddess you're all in one piece. Oh, I'd say you all deserve most of the credit. Thank you all for helping us out so quickly. No need, we were the ones who asked you to do this job. Seriously though, I can hardly believe what's going on here. Aren't these the tunnels that our great-grandfathers mined? I never heard anything about them being like this. More importantly, why the entrance suddenly caved in like that. I think we should go back to town for now. We can explain things fully once we're there. I agree. Let's report all of our findings to Mayor Bixen. After returning to Mains, Lloyd and the others explained what happened to Mayor Bixon and the miners. In the end, there was no conclusive evidence pointing to who could have destroyed the gate or laid the trap at the entrance. The surrounding area was searched once again. After confirming the absence of any suspicious individuals, the Guardian Force was contacted and additional patrols were requested. Meanwhile, the SSS made their way back to Crossbow City. In our sick new ride. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we're done with Chapter 1. Based on, like, classic Trails formula. I feel like I played enough of these games that, like, I can just kind of tell, like, when the chapter is about to end or something. But I guess we'll see. Randy coming back to the team seems like a good enough Chapter 1 ending point. Man, oh man. I was already thinking the whole drive here, but damn, this car is sweet. I'm gonna be a total lady killer cruising around this thing, don't you think? No comment. Only amateurs need to rely on flashy wheels to get where they want to go, if you catch my drift. Man, Wazzy and Randy are gonna, like, get along super well. They're either gonna be the bestest of friends, or they're gonna be, like, the biggest rivals. No in between. What are you calling an amateur, newbie? I'd say he's got your number there. Sorry to tell you, Randy, but Wazzy's got you beat in that department enough to make a job out of it. Come on, Noel. How you gonna do a fellow CGF alum dirty like this? Sorry. Oh, by the way, Randy, the chief gave you a spare key, right? When did you learn how to drive an orbital car? During my training, or, well, between sessions, technically. You all should give it a try, too. Never know when it'll come in handy. Yeah, I can agree with that. More knowledge is never a bad thing, especially for something so practical. Though, given the choice, I much prefer the view from the passenger seat. You all should not make Noel drive all the time. You all should learn. Like, come on now. Pick up your own weight. We never did find out who was responsible. The fact that we can't pin down the motive only makes it more unsettling. Where could they have gotten their hands on those explosives? Even the CGF doesn't use ones like that. Not regularly, anyway. Are you sure it couldn't have just been a blast charge that was lying around the old mine? Granted, I wouldn't call myself a demolitions expert, but still. No, it wasn't. Oh. Do you know something we don't? Not probably. Based on the smell of the residue near the entrance, I'd say that was a newer model of explosive, no older than 1 or 2 years, and a high-performance one at that, you don't say. You must be pretty well versed in them to glean all that way with just your nose. Well, it's not like gunpowder weapons are completely obsolete. They fall in out with regular armies, but even now some people prefer them. Especially Jaegers. Jaegers? And you're saying, hey, I'm just talking in hypotheticals here. For the record, Arabonia is still the largest user of gunpowder weapons. Oh, I know a gunpowder user from Arabonia. They even have a large stockpile of old Reinford models. Really? I figured you know a lot more about these things than us. Arabonia, huh? That makes matters even more complicated. Yeah, it's a mess over there. Yeah, especially after yesterday. What, something happened? Yes, actually. So that playboy was an Imperial spy all along. I always knew he was hiding something. It's like the most obvious thing ever. He's not just a spy, he's the captain of their intelligence division. He might simply be here to scope out the city ahead of the trade conference. But there's also the matter of the red-headed girl who was with him. Oh yeah, her. I kind of wanted to like block her out of my memory. That girl. Can you feel the warmth of her hands even now? Oh, what's this about? I missed something good? You don't want to know. Well, no, Randy does want to know, but I don't want him to know. Ah, well. Oh, here we go. Can we please move on? Yeah, please. Honestly, I could sympathize with how Rishi is treated by Elia now. Poor Ellie, man. Poor Ellie. I guess there are some similarities. But all jokes aside, things may be coming to a head soon. Whoever that girl was, she was more than just your average civilian. She wasn't the only one. There's also that man we met yesterday, the one heading down the West Crossbow Highway from the Empire. Come to think of it, he had red hair too. Yeah, now that you mention it, it wasn't red like Lecter's either. Rather, it was more like that girl's. In fact, they might have been the exact same shade. Yeah, he's probably like related to that girl. Like, no doubt. It's like too obvious. Wait, could it be? So, what you're trying to say is they both have the same hair color as me. Does that mean anything to you? Oh, is it your, like, late distant uncle or something, Randy? I don't know. Maybe it's, like, connected to Randy or something? I don't know. Well, shit. So they're really here. Is it, like, your old Jaeger Corps? Wasn't Randy, like... Randy said he was, like, part of a Jaeger Corps, was he not? Jaeger Dropout or something? Or am I remembering wrong? Or am I thinking of, like, Sarah or something? Hey, Randy. Oh, now what's... Yeah, this is the SSS, Lloyd Banning speaking. Bannings, it's me. Ah, Dudley. I heard you were always on business. Did you just get back? Yes, this afternoon. Emma filled me in. She said you were a big help yesterday. It was nothing, just doing our duty. More importantly, if something happened. Yes, I figured you all should know. The Oberbosch compound was sold today. It officially has a new owner. The name on the deed is Crimson & Co. We have another... They're like a... Dude, they already sound like a Ravash & Co. knockoff. Wait, it's not Hayui? Seems they snatched a contract from right under their noses. Presumably someone from the Empire pulled some strings from behind the scenes. The Empire, huh? I wonder who. I feel like I know who because of Cold Steel, but maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong here. I have an idea only because I played Cold Steel 1 and 2. So what kind of company is it? They run a high-class club in the Imperial capital named New Blanc. They also opened a branch location in Crosswell about a year ago. Apparently they're aiming to launch a full-scale expansion into the state. So there must be a front, right? Well, is Orlando there? He was a Jaeger. You did say something about it? Yeah, it's like hard to remember because I'm not super invested in trails. So like I tend to not forget things necessarily, but I tend to have to think like, oh, did this actually happen? Like, am I remembering wrong? Because, you know, I'm not like super like into it. So I'm like, it's hard to like remember everything and be like, well, not remember. It's like hard to be like, oh yeah, did this actually happen or am I crazy? But yeah, with how much goes into these games, I have to like reassure like, oh, this happened, right? Like this is something they said. But yeah, I'm fairly certain they had something going on with Randy being like a Jaeger dropout or something. And he had like a connection to Garcia or something. I'm sure we'll get more in this game though. Like they didn't give us everything. Like there's still a lot about Randy we don't know. Randy? Yeah, we just met up with him. You should hear the details about this Crimson & Co. from him. I'll contact you again tonight. Wait. What's wrong? It sounded like quite the heated conversation. I get the picture. They got their hands on the old Ravash building, right? Okay, so they are using Ravash's old building. Noelle, mind taking this to the entertainment district once we're back in the city? Just park her right by the entrance to the back alley. I mean, I guess I can, but... Randy? Just what is this Crimson & Co.? Well, it's an Erebonian company that manages one of Heimdall's most poppin' clubs, New Blanc. But in reality, it's a front used to fund the Jaeger Corps known as the Red Constellation.